exciting. And when I saw you were talking about bridging, I knew I had to come on and talk about our new program this year called Climb Higher with Cadets. So this is specifically for girls who are currently in fourth, fifth, or sixth grade to join us at Camp Catron for a day in May. And we are going to talk about what it's like to be a cadet, senior, or ambassador Girl Scout so that they can learn about all of the really cool opportunities they have that they don't currently have as juniors, whether that's travel or joining their local GSAG or any of the really cool programs we offer. They get a lot more advanced and technical and detailed as they get older. For example, we have things like entrepreneurship or mentorship camp that are just for seniors and ambassadors. We have programs starting for cadets and up that just are cooler than a lot of the more arts and crafts stuff that the juniors get to do. So we're going to have that on May 3rd, I believe, whatever the first Saturday is in May at Camp Catron. We have more information on our Facebook and on our website. Troop leaders are also going to have a great experience at that. You'll complete the youth mental health first aid training, which we're really excited to offer, as well as you'll have an opportunity to talk more with troop support and also with staff and with girls that are cadet seniors and ambassadors about why they wanted to stay with Girl Scouts so that you can support your troop the best. Does anyone have any questions about that? I know that was kind of fast. I'm talking about this event a lot. Sometimes I forget things. Lunch is provided. I believe it's 10 to either 10 to 2 or 10 to 3 on a Saturday at Camp Catron. It's a great program for the whole troop. We have a few troops signed up that are bringing like 5, 6 girls. We have a few people signed up that it's one troop leader and her daughter. So it's a great program for everybody. We're really excited about it. The girls will also have the opportunity to do either rock climbing or zip line or something like that in the adventure course at Catron. So they are physically climbing higher with cadets while they grow up. So we're very excited for this. If you have any questions, please reach out to anyone. If you reach out to troop support, they know how to find me and Laura and Emily who are running this. So yeah, does anyone have any questions?
It's going to Katrin is at Nebraska City for those that might not be
Yes.
familiar with that camp.
Yes,
Very
it is at
beautiful camp.
Nebraska City. It's gorgeous, especially in May, with all of the trees fully green and everything. It's lovely. Um, there are a lot of camp opportunities there later for girls, so that can also help them get acquainted with the camp so they're more comfortable going later.
I posted the flyer in the chat, Emma.
Oh, thank you. I see that now. Yes. So if you click
And
on
then
that link, that should take you to our flyer. This one looks a little bit different. Oh wait, maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Joe sent it to me earlier this week. Do you need me to take it down? Is it not the right one?
Yeah, this one is the parent meeting guide. I should have.
Wendy, it's not
Yeah.
that one. You put on the year-end parent guide.
Yeah, but I added the flyer for the Climb Higher with cadets.
Oh, let me see.
Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Now I did. Let me know if that's the right
Oh,
one.
there we go. Yeah, I see it there at the bottom. Yeah, so you can use the QR code that's on that flyer, or you could just look it up on our website. Um, that should have all of the information on it. Yeah, 10 to 3, lunch is provided. Um, so yeah, we're really excited to do this for the first time this year. It'll be a really new experience for all of us. We just really want to have that extra support, especially for juniors bridging up, because we know that that is a time when a lot of girls pick other clubs and sports over Girl Scouts. So we want them to fully understand all of the opportunities that they have with Girl Scouts so that they stay with it.
Hey, Emma, can I also add that,
Yeah.
I mean, after cadets, when they become freshmen, they can do that empowerment series. And so next
Yes.
year, if they have a freshman, they can, go to the, what is the empowerment camp called
Yeah.
with the camp?
So we have a few in the Girl Empowerment series. We have mentorship, which is my personal favorite. Girls get paired up with a professional woman in the community as a mentor for a week of camp, and they go out to a fancy dinner. They learn business skills and professionalism and how to network and build relationships. I love it so much. We also have entrepreneurship, where the girls go and stay on UNO's campus and they learn from professors about a variety of business topics. I believe that includes like marketing, finance, nonprofit management, business ethics, that sort of thing. And they do meet with small business owners, which is really cool. We also have Real Life Academy, which is just for ambassadors, and that's a scholarship opportunity. If they complete the Real Life Academy program, they earn $1,000 scholarship, which can go to any college or university, or they can use it on Girl Scout travel. We have a few girls this year using that $1,000 to pay for part of their trip to Paris through the council, which is really exciting. Um, Also in Girl Empowerment series is leadership. That looks a little different. We do it every 2 or 3 years. So I don't have a lot of concrete information for you about leadership right now, but it will happen again in the future. And that also is, I believe, just seniors and ambassadors. It might be cadets. We change it up every few years. But yeah, those are great ways for girls to start thinking ahead about where they want to be in life and gain those leadership skills that really put girls who go through Girl Scouting at the very top of, their class and all that.
Yeah, excellent, excellent description. Really, um, the mentorship one is at Lakeview this year, but then it goes back to Nebraska City summer of 2026.
Yes, we
Or
change the location every other year so that girls from across the state have the ability to go. We know that Nebraska City is very far for most of the state. So we are in Lakeview in North Platte this year. I'm excited because I've never been to Lakeview. I've heard it's amazing and beautiful. So we're really excited to be able to offer that in different places. We are currently accepting applications for mentorship and entrepreneurship. I don't have a flyer link to send to you right now, but you can find that on our website as well. Those programs are completely free. Seniors and ambassadors just have to fill out an application. It's really easy. We ask why they want to do the program, and we ask how involved they are at school and that sort of thing. It is not meant to be stressful. It's just because it's a free program, we need there to be some sort of process for them to um, really show that they're passionate and want to be involved in that. But if there aren't any questions about Climb Higher with Cadets, I guess any program questions, I can answer. But if not, I will, thank you for giving me this time to talk about my programs, and I'll let y'all keep doing troop support things.
Thank you, Emma, for getting on and sharing that information with us.
Yeah, thanks for
Thank you,
having me.
Emma.
Have a good night. Oh yeah, my email is in the chat. If you have any questions about programs ever, especially the ones I talked about, just reach out. And if it's not one of my programs, I know how to find out which program specialist you need to look for, so I can send you their info. So, bye.
Thank you. Tyne, do you have that PowerPoint ready to go? Hopefully.
I do. I do. Okay. Let me bring it up here. Let me see if I can bring it up here.
There, I can see it.
Right. So our meeting tonight's bridging and end of year. Lila already introduced herself. Lila, how long have you been with the council?
Let's see, in this coming October, I think it'll be 23 years, 22 or 23 years. I kind of lose track after a while. Been a
That is
long time.
fantastic.
I've enjoyed all of it. Let me rephrase that.
Wonderful. I am also part of the council. I've been here for 2.5 years. My name is Tyne. I work at the western end of the state. And I'm working with Lila to put on this town hall. These are the things we're going to cover tonight. And so we kind of already did introductions. So we're moving on to bridging. Wendy was pretty awesome before this meeting started, and she said that there are 2 types of bridging, and that I did not pick up on. She explained that there is just the natural progression from one level to the next, and then there is more of the bridging that I'm talking about in this presentation. They do certain steps to reflect on what they've learned and also look forward to what they're going to do. They work with girls younger than themselves and girls older than themselves. And then they have a little ceremony. And then Lila was pretty awesome in research and found that the first bridging started in around 1927, which was pretty cool. So we decided to share that with you as well. If they complete the bridging steps, they do have the opportunity to get a little bridging patch. I think they're kind of fun and colorful.
Did we lose you there, Tyne?
I muted myself. I said that bridging, why we bridge. This is one of my troops, and it's not the best picture, but I decided to go with humor and say we bridge for more than just fun pictures to bring up and embarrass our girls later. But bridging is a time to celebrate the achievements of everyone, everybody's hard work. It gives the girls a chance to reflect on what they've learned, how they've grown, and it gives them a chance to learn what they're going to do in the next level. Obviously, there are different levels and there's different requirements for the levels. All of these that we have, I pulled from a document that is a bridging guide for Girl Scouts. I have tried to put that in the chat and I'm not able to. So I will need to see if I can send that to everyone after this ends. So you guys have all that. It basically breaks down all the levels and all the requirements that everybody would need to bridge and a couple of different ceremony choices. And it also goes into multi-level troop celebrations as well. But basically there are 2 parts to the bridging. To earn the award, the girls are asked to complete 2 steps, pass it on, and look ahead. And those steps can be found in the Girl Scout Bridging Guide or in this case, the Daisy Handbook. And then the second part would be to plan a ceremony to celebrate earning the award. You can plan your own ceremony from one of your favorite journeys, or you can make a new one. And then the girls proudly get to add the patches to their sashes or vests. And the steps kind of remain the same. They each have to complete for every year they move on. For every level they move on, they need to pass it on, which is working with younger girls and looking ahead, and that's working with older girls. And then they have different ceremonies. Like I said, all of the ceremonies can be found in all of the steps can be found in the bridging guide or the handbooks. And that's kind of how it goes. We encourage you to invite family and friends. Make it something big that the girls can be a part of and celebrate with their family, because it is an extra step and it's sharing with everybody what they have done and learning about what they're going to do.
Tyne, I posted a link in the chat. I'm not sure if it's what you're looking for, but I found a guide to bridging that had each of the levels
Okay.
on it.
I think that
Yeah, that-
probably is it.
That's good. I was trying to
I just-
post the one that Tyne and I had been looking at, and I can't get it to post either. But the other thing, is we get questions on when is the time to bridge, and I don't know, Tyne, if we have that on the slide.
We
The-
don't.
It's up to each individual troop, how they would like to do it. Some bridge in May, or when school is out or right at the end of school, and others will wait and do their bridging in the fall, just when school starts. So it's just totally up to what each troop would like to do.
I've even had like multi-level troops that have done it in conjunction with the investiture ceremony. So if the girls aren't bridging, they still have the opportunity to commit and be part of the ceremony.
Okay, is
Um,
somebody else sharing, or am I sharing and I didn't mean to?
No,
Oh, there
that's
it
me.
goes.
That
Okay.
was me.
And then for
Okay.
bridging, so I know here in Hastings, we do have a bridge that comes in 3 pieces that you can check out if you want the girls to walk across the bridge. But you can also go to a local park that might have a bridge, and they start at one end, they're daisies, and they walk across the bridge and they get to the other end, they're brownies. Or if you don't have that accessibility, I've seen where they've put back of chairs together and put balloons like it was in that picture, and then they walk between the chairs. If you're looking for ceremonies to do, there's tons of different ceremonies out there, things that can be said at these bridging ceremonies. We've had girls that are going from daisies to brownies. Maybe they're given a brownie at the end, a little brownie. We've had uh, brownies going to juniors. Maybe they're given some of those junior mints, a box of junior mints, just some cool little things to give to them. Some also may give out their uniform. That just depends on your troop, whether or not you're providing the uniform. Wendy, Pam, do you have anything to add? Zoe?
Um, and muted. I posted that sometimes if you've got an active service unit, sometimes a service unit will host a bridging ceremony for all the troops in that service unit. If you don't know if you have an active service unit, you can reach out to your troop support specialist. And then it looks like Josie asked about community ones. You know, Josie, a long time ago, we had one like in Haymarket Park where we used Haymarket Park in Lincoln where we used the bridge to cross. But I don't think we've done a council one per se. Um, but I think the community one could be similar to the service unit. Um, so I'm from the Syracuse community, and there's 5 or 6 troops there, and so all of those troops could come together and do a community one if that's what you're asking, or like if you have certain neighborhoods. I mean, I think you can make it pretty much whatever you want it to be. But and I think one of the things we didn't talk about is that the girl-led experience, and so make sure that your girls are helping decide what that ceremony looks like, and that they're incorporated into it. And if you guys said that, sorry.
No,
that's
we
all.
did not.
That's all great information, yes.
I know there are resources out there that have girl spoken parts where the girls talk about the promise and the law, and then the girls spell out fun things that they did or what they want to do next year as a junior. They there's a fun little ceremony where they can go into a fake cardboard doorway oven thing and as daisies and come out brownies. Um, then I believe brownies fly up to juniors. Is that correct? Or is it juniors that fly up to cadets?
That's brownies.
Brownies
that
fly up to juniors. Yeah,
They get those
that's right.
special wings that says they were in brownies and now they're in juniors. And so then they get these wings that they can put on their uniform. And that's the other thing. If you are a Daisy and you're flying up to brownies and the patch you get for flying for bridging, that will go on your brownie uniform. Right. If you wanted to
Say that again.
if you are maybe I said the wrong way. If you're a brownie and you are flying up, you were a brownie Girl Scout and you're flying up to juniors, then you get the wings and you can wear the wings on your junior uniform. So
And
if you are
actually, isn't it every uniform after that? I could be wrong, but I think the brownie wings go on every uniform.
if somebody would like to take them off and resew them or get
Yeah,
new ones.
I'm gonna look. I might be wrong, but I thought the brownie wings, it was traditional for the brownie wings to be on every uniform through ambassador.
We're learning new things.
Yes.
That'd be awesome
Yes, we
if
are.
they were. I also probably would not take them off and resew them on another uniform. But if they have the opportunity to get them and reuse them, that's pretty awesome.
Right.
Wendy bought new wings every uniform. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
That
Just
probably
buy
makes
new
more
new
sense.
wings every year. Right. Well, and then there's the other thing, and that if your troop is not bridging or not everybody is in your troop is bridging, if you have a multi-level troop, you can also do what we call a court of awards, where if you haven't given your awards out during the year and you can wait till the end of the year, have a potluck supper or potluck with your families, and then pass out the awards that they have gotten, the badges, the patches, and even their cookie prizes at that time. Have a big end of year party thanking the parents for being involved and having their kids come to the meetings.
I think that's going to bring us to the rest of our end of the year reminders. We have the financial report. It's due on the 30th. Your honor troop application, the deadline to submit that is the 30th of June as well. And this week started our early bird campaign. So if the girls get re-registered by the 5th, they get
Yes.
a plethora of prizes. There are quite a few more prizes this year than there have been in the past, which is pretty exciting. So only a few more days to get in on that.
And this year we brought back for the co-leaders that register by June 30th, they get an early bird t-shirt. It's a really cool t-shirt. And I see Zoe just put the information in the chat, so you can sure check that out. If you are going to get the t-shirt, you will receive an email a few days later asking for your size. And so please fill that out so that we do get you the right size. And everything that the girls will get will be brought more than likely brought out in our August, September meetings to you. Or if you have a service unit in your area, possibility of picking it up there. Oh, there was Court of Awards on there. See, I jumped ahead. I'm sorry. But yes, badges, year pins, celebrating your achievements. You can even do that during your bridging ceremony too, if you would like. Oh, and Wendy put on here that all looking that the brownie wings are on all the uniforms.
Thank you for looking into that, Wendy.
Yes, we learned something new. And we were talking about honor troop requirements. I really like to plug honor troop because I think it's something that gives you a well-rounded troop for activities to do. Looking at the requirements, it does look daunting because it is 3 pages long, but most of this you're doing anyway. So consider doing this. If you haven't done it for this year, consider doing it for next year. You need to do the 17 are required, and then depending on whether you're daisies, brownies, whatever level you are, then you end up doing so many additional items. And very simple. Just to read you a couple of them here. Your membership is completed by 9:30 of that year. You have enough registered and background screened adults to meet your girl ratios. You attended a volunteer meeting. I mean, these are things that you are doing. The troop is communicating regularly with parents and caregivers, and that's very important. You do need to make sure that you are communicating and letting them know what is going on, whatever is the best way for your group, whether it's email, text, a Facebook group, whatever it might be. And in the chat, it has been placed the end of the year parent meeting guide. If you'd like to look at that, talks about having a meeting with your parents to discuss what was good, what maybe you could do better. So check that out. And then the bridging was also in there. And the flyer that Emma was talking about is in there. And Early Bird, can't forget about Early Bird. We have some really cute incentives. There's a picture of that in there. Anybody have any questions? Anybody want to have that has done bridging would want to tell us how they did their bridging and their Court of Awards or end of year items? Wendy, I'm going to pick on you. How did you've been a troop leader? How did you do your bridging?
You can always pick on me. We've done them a variety of ways. I mean, one of the few, one of the first ones we had, of course, we had all the parents, and we made a big deal out of it. I mean, the girls dressed up, they were in their uniforms. And then, I remember us having, like cards that the girls read. I mean, they were too young to memorize anything or really talk, you know, with without reading it. And so in advance, they planned what they were going to say. And so they shared with their parents and the audience what they enjoyed the most about Girl Scouts that year. And then there might have been like a formal ceremony. There's a like we talked about, there's templates for ceremonies. And so we might have taken the ceremony and just broken it down. And we've also had the girls like each read part of the Girl Scout law. We always started with the Girl Scout promise, the flag. And we always bridged in the fall because I liked to include like the summer activities in the year. And then we've done it in the city park and walked over the bridge. And so we'd have a girl, say, for example, a daisy be received by the junior, or excuse me, the brownie at the other end of the bridge and hand her new uniform. We've also done it where there's been like visual aids, I guess, if you will, or props. So, I mean, sometimes they had daisies or I mean, I think one time they even went out into the audience, gave their parents flowers, thanking them for, their role in helping them be in Girl Scouts. Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, the sky is the limit. I mean, if you're in my area and you're short of ideas, I am never short of ideas, so call me. And I mean, honestly, Googling, um, what's the other, oh gosh, I'm losing, there's, it's not Etsy, there's other,
Pinterest?
Oh, Pinterest.
Pinterest, thank you. Pinterest is a wealth of information. And then there's also a national Girl Scout Girl Scout Facebook page called Girl Scouts Gab. And I mean, you have to be allowed to join. But I mean, one time I posted something on there, and like within 3 seconds, I had like 4,309 responses. I mean, it's just, there's a ton of Girl Scout experience on that page. I mean, I guess it also would include, under the umbrella of using resources wisely as you're thinking about these celebrations. I mean, be reaching out to like families to see like if you want balloons, see if families have extra balloons. I think helium is at a premium right now, so that might not be the best. Or like if you're, I don't know, whatever supplies that you need, just like start within the troop or start within your community and see if someone has extra supplies that they can donate to you.
Right, yes, absolutely. And I think, thank you, Ty. Josie was asking about the volunteer new co-leader checklist. If you are a new co-leader, then you can also, and you do the requirements, I believe it's 2 pages of things that you need to do training. You need to meet with your troop support specialist. You need to have a bank account set up and background screening. And after you get all that completed, then you can either get your next year's membership paid for, or if you choose, you can get the adult blue vest. And if you are doing that and it comes time for early bird, please do not register. Do not pay for yourself through early bird through your troop. Instead, turn that form in to your troop support specialist and we will send that on in and get you, and they'll get you registered. And you will still end up, as long as it's before June 30th, you'll still end up getting the t-shirt. if that's what you decide to do is the membership. And then the other question was a survey. Can we link the final parent meeting survey?
The only thing I'm finding is the final parent meeting guidelines.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think, I don't know where the survey's at. Isn't that something that's sent to them via email?
Yeah,
Or
I
is
think
that a different survey?
no, I think Leah, when it references that, I caught that when I looked at it. I think it's actually maybe something the co-leaders do. Um, I'll look at it again. But I'm almost sure that that's something that's created at the troop level. And so, I mean, it might be, on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being the best. How do you think the girls, are you happy with the way girls earn badges? Are you happy with the night that we met on? Are you happy with the field trips? And then maybe an open-ended question, like if there's something else that you would like to see us do. I honestly think that that's what the survey is. I don't think we have a predetermined survey for you. But if you want help doing it, what your troop support specialist could totally help you. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, she says thanks on here. The other thing, and I think Joe's on another call, I'm not positive, but I see the 20% off that's gonna be at the shop. Does anybody know right off the top of their heads what the dates are for that 20% off if you use your troop debit card?
I can tell you real quickly. If Zoe could probably get there quicker than me.
was gonna say, I have
I
it
think it's
somewhere.
the 20th through the 26th.
Thank you,
That sounds
Pam.
right.
Sounds right, yeah.
And just that sale is only honored for the using the true debit card. So if you try to use your personal card, I don't think it's going to work. I think you have to use your true debit card or a check to make it work to get the 20%.
I believe it did say with the use of your troop debit card. It was on the Spirit of Nebraska Facebook page. Now I'm hoping that all of you ladies are members of the Spirit of Nebraska Facebook page. If you're not, please request to get on that. And then each of the 5 areas have their own Facebook page. I have the Central Area Facebook page. Please make sure that you request to be a part of that if you're not, because that's where you learn a lot about what's going on in the council. So please, if you haven't, please do that.
So specifically for Lincoln and Omaha, if you can call into the stores, place your order, pay for it with a debit or credit card, and then come pick it up. I mean, specifically, I can speak for myself. So I mean, I see a couple Lincoln leaders on here, and I see a Beatrice leader who I'm going to be in Beatrice tomorrow night. So I mean, we're all kind of on our way to somewhere, and so I may be at the office late one night if you can't get there by 5. So I mean, feel free to reach out to us and work with us. And same thing with folks that are outside of those areas. I might see Lila next week, or I mean, Pam and I might end up in the same place or can like meet places. And so it might take us a little while to get you your things, but if you want to try and order your things, pay for them, and then work with us, sometimes we can work that out without you having to like pay postage to get it shipped to you.
It depends on if you're not in a big hurry for it, that's fine. If you need it the next day, then you'll need to pay for the postage.
Yep.
And from
the
further
other-
out, they will work with you on postage prices as well. They're pretty good about that. Because the money spent at those shops is kind of kept in our council, which is nice. So they are happy to work with us as leaders.
Zoe, what'd you find that she posted?
I tried to take a
Oh, the
screenshot of the sale details, but it came out really small. So you might have to zoom in.
It did, but that helps. Yes, I can zoom in and see it. The 20, yeah, from, let's see. Trying to say also don't miss our leader appreciation sale at the Lincoln Girl Scout shop on April 26th from 10 to 3. It's a perfect time to grab what you need. So yeah, so check out the Facebook ad pages because that's where all this information ends up at. Oh, we have our hand up. I'm Josie.
So I took over a troop in November, I think. And so we just started, we hit the ground running and did our rest of the year plan. But these girls were bridging from Brownie to junior. I didn't really understand the whole bridging thing at the time. Are we too late now that we are in April to bridge the girls that moved over to this troop as a junior?
I don't think so. What they've been as juniors this year, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they just
so
became juniors now.
so no, I think it'd be fine to go ahead. You sure don't want them to miss out on that.
Okay, so maybe I'll host it in May for what they did last year, and then next year they'll be bridging to the next level, and we'll do a separate ceremony.
Right, right. Yeah, since you just took over the troop, didn't realize what the bridging thing, I think that would be fine.
Okay, thank you.
The other thing did we talk about volunteer retreat weekend? That is coming up. We're gonna do a blurb on that. That's at Katrin at Nebraska City, that really nice camp that Emma was talking about earlier. It's on June 20th to the 22nd. You can come check in Friday night and be there Friday night and all day Saturday. You could just come on Saturday if you just want to come for the day and not spend the night. And then on the 22nd, they are doing a camp out basic training. We'd love to have you come. The cost is $40, but when you go to register and you are a troop co-leader, you can get $5 off with the promo code I am co-leader. You should have received something in the mail a while back. Zoe, is that what you're posting there? Yes. So
I've got the
Zoe's
link.
posted
Yep.
up there. The other thing we are going to be doing on that Saturday at 4:30 is the volunteer awards. Those that will be receiving volunteer awards will be notified here after the board meets this month. And both the recipients and the nominees will be notified. And so hopefully we can get some of those to come and receive their awards that late afternoon.
It really is a fun time. It's a time to kind of focus a little bit on you as leaders because during the year we're so caught up in doing everything for the girls. Yes, it's a time where you can bolster your learning and figure out how to do some things better, but it's also a time to network with other leaders, to have fun, to kind of relax. It really is a good time.
And it's a la carte. So I think we're going to offer 2 indoor sessions and 2 indoor learning sessions in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and then we'll have outdoor sessions running at the same time. So you can do the swing, or you could do Eugene's adventure course, zip line, etc. Or you could do 1 morning session, 1 outdoor session, and sit by the pool the rest of the time. I mean, it's really, we want to encourage you to customize it to how it works best for you.
And it is a weekend or a day without kids or husbands. Just a time to relax. and have a good time. Are there any more questions? Anybody else have anything they'd like to talk about with the bridging, end of the year? Early bird, anything we've talked about or something we haven't talked about? Well, what do you think, Tyne? Should we thank everybody for coming and
Yes, thank you all for sharing your time with us this evening. We hope you learned some things. Thank you for all the amazing questions and the interactions. We hope you have a wonderful evening.